Capital gain tax has been increased. Short-term STT has been increased. That is bad news for the FNO traders. So they have been given rupees 15,000 crore have been allotted for the development of Amravati, the new capital of Andhra Pradesh. Till 0 to 3 lakh there is no taxes. 3 lakhs to 7 lakhs there is 5% tax. Taxes are almost similar what kind of taxes you pay for the European countries. Hello everyone, so I welcome you all in my new video. So in this video I am going to talk about the budget today which was declared by our finance minister Nirmala Sitharaman. So I will talk about major points which we are going to be impacted by. I means all the people who are in the stock market, and I will talk about the salaried tax slab as well. So I will not go in very detail about the other taxations and other reform and changes in the gold and other sectors, what has been done for the foreign investors and all those things, because for that I think there are a lot of sources from where you can get knowledge. Because in this video I am going to share my expectations, my basically understanding or analysis about this budget and how it is going to impact you as a trader, as an investor if you are trading in the Indian stock market. तो आपको क्या इस बजट से फायदा हो सकता है या नुकसान हो सकता है, what are my views, मेरा एक्सपीरियंस क्या है, I am going to cover all those things in this, and at last I'll tell my things as well. What I understand is अगर इतना taxation हो रहा है, so what kind of things as a citizen we expect from the government if we are paying that kind of taxes as well. So now few highlights of the tax and then I'll go into the details. Capital gain tax has been increased. Short-term STT has been increased. That is bad news for the FNO traders. And most probably अभी नहीं पता है कि maybe SEBI chief can come up with the FNO that 30% flat tax वाला अगर आ जाता है. So you have to pay a flat tax of 30% also in the FNO, but that is still in the consultation papers have not come yet. Again short term gain tax, तो एक समझ लेते हैं थोड़ा सा what is capital gain tax and what is short term gain tax. So capital gain tax is something like if you have invested in the stock market in equities, suppose 1 lakh rupees, so it was that during the 1 year of period, if you like withdraw that amount or if you sell off your equity, so that is kind of a short term capital gain tax which was around 15%. So now that has been increased to 20%. और इसको आप 1 year से ज्यादा के लिए रखते हो तो the capital gain, that is the long term capital gain tax was around 10%. Now that has been increased to 12.5%. तो ये बढ़ा दिया गया है. STT is the आप जो ऑप्शन प्रीमियम्स जो आप मार्केट में ट्रेड करते हो, that is एक टैक्स लगता है. आप कभी भी you can check your ledger or where all the brokerages and the breakdown is given, there you can see STT which goes to the government. So वो जो टैक्स है वो भी बढ़ा दिया गया है. Exact figure I'll tell you in the video. So these are the important points, and then I'll discuss about does it really or is it really worth paying that kind of tax for this type of what facilities you are getting, and as an investor, as a trader, is it really worth trading in the Indian stock market? So let's begin the video and let's start what exactly has been said in this budget. So the Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has presented the budget, that is today on July of 23rd in the third NDA government under Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and were made basically for politically significant state. By politically significant state I mean to say states like Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, ruled by major NDA member parties. So they have been given rupees 15,000 crore have been allotted for the development of Amravati, the new capital of Andhra Pradesh. FM has also revised the tax rate structure in the new income tax regime. So the revised tax slab rates will result in 17,500 saving in income tax. What is the revised tax structure? So till 0 to 3 lakh there is no taxes. 3 lakhs to 7 lakhs there is 5% tax. 7 to 10 lakhs you have to pay 10% tax. 10 to 12 lakh you have to pay 15% tax, and 15 lakh and above you have to pay 30% tax. So these are the new tax slabs for all the salaried people. Let's talk about the capital gain taxes. So the taxation of capital gain is proposed to be rationalized, and the short-term gains tax that is specified on the final asset has been raised to 20%, which was 15%, while on the other financial asset like the non-financial assets will continue to track the applicable tax rate. Now let's talk about long-term gains. So long-term gains tax on all non-financial and financial assets has been raised to 12.5%, which was 10% earlier. So it is proposed that to increase the limit of exemption of capital gains and certain listed financial assets from 1 lakh to 1.25 lakh per year. तो अगर आप पहले 1 लाख का इन्वेस्टमेंट करते थे वहां तक का was exempted, मतलब उस पर टैक्स नहीं लगता था. Now if you are doing it 1.25 lakh तक आपको नहीं लगेगा, but now the capital gain, that is the long term capital gain and the short term capital gain, both have been increased. Now let's talk about the security transaction tax, that is the STT rates. So it is proposed to increase the rates of STT on sale of an option in securities, that is from 0.0625% to 0.1% of the option premium, and on sale of a futures in securities from 0.125% to 0.02% of the price at which such futures are traded. So if we talk about the short-term gains, are tax on specified financial assets that has been raised to 20% from 15% that I already mentioned in my previous section, while that on the other financial asset, that is the non-financial assets, shall continue to attract the same. Considering this kind of taxes, what do you think? So the taxes are almost similar what kind of taxes you pay for the European countries. So I have worked in Europe for many years, and I know that I have paid around up to 42% taxes over there. But if you compare the lifestyle, if you compare the inflation they beat, so that is quite affordable. You will not be regretted when you pay that kind of taxes. So if I talk normally in a country like Germany, if you the average annual income or the gross income you can say is around 50,000 euro, which is approximately around 55 lakhs in the Indian currency. And what is their expenditure, or we can say what is their annual expenses? So if we see the annual expenses, it is around 28,000 euros. So around we can say like 27 to 30 lakhs. So still they are saved. They can save like around 18 lakhs to beat the inflation, and they don't have to do anything extra to have some kind of saving. But on the contrary, if we talk about India में अगर हम annual salary की बात करेंगे तो metro cities की अगर हम बात करते हैं तो on an average the gross is around 6 lakh, 6.5 or maximum 7 कर लो, 7.5 lakh. Or if we consider the expenses of a single person, it is around 4 lakhs that I am considering without rent. So what kind of saving are you left with? So people are bound to do some kind of savings फ्रॉम देयर एक्स्ट्रा इनकम, और एक्स्ट्रा इनकम के लिए वो मार्केट्स में आते हैं, वो इन्वेस्टिंग करते हैं. तो जैसे कि पहले इन्वेस्टिंग में था कि आप इक्विटीज में इन्वेस्ट कर दो, आपको लॉन्ग टर्म में आपको कोई भी तरह का टैक्स नहीं देना पड़ेगा इफ यू गेट. बट नाउ इम्पोजिंग दैट काइंड ऑफ टैक्सेस टू ट्रेडर्स, इन्वेस्टर्स will make them think whether it is really an intelligent decision to come to the stock market and earn, क्योंकि जितना वो कमाएंगे नहीं, they have to pay back as taxes. So is it really worth giving that kind of taxes and the kind of lifestyle they are getting? What do you think? Please do comment in the comment section below, and I want to hear like what's your opinion. Do you want to work more hard and just keep on paying taxes, or do you have any plan B to beat this kind of inflation, to beat this kind of taxes? Please do comment in the comment section below. So thank you everyone, and please do subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, please share your comments. Thank you everyone.